Hi, this is Elry with JTech, and tonight we're going to be taking off the timing belt and balancing belt off of this 2000 Honda Accord engine. This is a interference engine, which means that if for any reason that the timing is off on this belt, that the pistons will hit the valve stems and bend them, and could cause major damage to the internals of the engine. Um, like I said earlier, tonight I'm going to be demonstrating how to remove and replace these belts. You have your timing belt, which pretty much connects the bottom of the engine to the top. It's connected from the crank to your cam shaft, and it also runs through the water pump. So um, when you're removing these and checking these, you also want to check the condition of the water pump, since you already have it right there in front of you. Important with these is to identify the marks on the pulleys and or the belt, because if you put this belt on wrong or anything to knock off the timing, like I said, it could mess up the inside of your engine by bending your valves. So with that, I'm just going to demonstrate how we would remove this belt. So we're going to start out with the harmonic balancer belt. We got tensioners here. What I'm going to do first is take off some of the tension off of the belt by loosening these two bolts on the tensioner for the Alright, I got the tension, as you can see. Now I can move that tensioner, and that's releasing tension off the belt. So what I'm gonna do is push this arm down and then tighten this bolt here to keep it down, to keep that tension off of the belt. As you can see, belts come out pretty easy once you get the tension off of it. This is the balance shaft belt, or the harmonic balancer belt. Gonna put this to the side along with this pulley. Earlier I broke the bolt off this pulley already. You want to get this out of the way so you can get to your timing belt, and you want to put all this stuff together. Voila. Alright, now that we have off the harmonic balancer belt, now I got access to the timing belt. And once again, I'm going to check my marks to make sure that my belt lines up right for when I put it back on. And another thing is, when you got this belt off, you don't want to turn the engine over, or you can destroy your engine. Like I say, you can, with these interference type motors, the piston can hit the valve and the valve stem and bend it, and that'll be pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this timing belt off. We got a tensioner behind here, a tensioner arm back here too. So I'm just gonna loosen that, and then pull down the tensioner and tighten it back up to keep that tension off the belt. Alright, now that we got the tension off of this timing belt, it should be easy to get off. So I'm just gonna go in here and slide this boy off like that. You got your timing belt off. Know what I'm saying? At this point, you will check your belt for cracks and frays, or you would rather just put on a new belt. And since you already got all these components off, at this point you can check your water pump, make sure everything's freed up in that, make sure it's not seized or anything. Check your pulleys, tensioners, just all your components here. Everything looks good, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my timing belt back on. Now that it's going back on, I'm gonna make sure that my markings are lined up. Your camshaft, everything looks good. This pulley right here. Alright, so the easiest way to put on your timing belt is just to start at the crank. It's good to take a picture too before you take it off, so you know you can have a reference when you put the stuff back on. But I think I got a good idea how this goes back on. You generally want to start from the crank, and then it's good to keep all your tension on this side, because your tensioner is on this side, so you want the slack to be on that side to make it easier to get the belt on. So I'm keeping tension on this side. I'm gonna go around, put that on, and go right here, slide it on just like so. And it was easy because I still had the tension off the belt with my bolt tight here. So at this point, I want to check my marks, make sure I got all the teeth on securely. And now what I can do is I'm gonna loosen up this tensioner bolt here to put tension back on the bolt, and I'm gonna retighten it to the specified torque. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this up, and you'll see tension arm pops back up, puts tension on the belt, and I can just tighten it up, back up the spec, wherever the spec calls for. Alright, so we got our timing belt back on. Now we want to put on our balancing belt. So first off, we got to put on our harmonic balancer. This also has a keyway. You want your keyway up, and usually you'll have to get a hammer or something to get it started on, but it's just been off so many times. It goes right on like so. I got my harmonic balancer pulley on. Now I can take the balance belt and just pretty much the same thing. Start the crank. Make sure, well, first off, make sure everything's lined up, all my markings are right. And start at the crank. Start crank. Go on my first pulley. It's gonna come down like this. Make sure everything lined up good and secure. The teeth are on your pulley gears. You don't want to break any teeth when you start the car again. All right, everything lined up. Go ahead and put my pulley bolt back on, my harmonic balancer bolt back on. And you want to tighten this to spec too. For the sake of the video, I'm going to hand tighten this. Go ahead and put your tension back on your belt. So everything's, make sure you feel resistance in the belt, know that tension's on there, and that's it. And from this point, you put back on your cover and all your other components. So I hope that helped, and until next time.